Next patient we got. Oh man, not this guy again. All right, Mr. Robotnik, what seems to be wrong with you today?
Look what came out of my egg sack.
Oh, I see why they call you Eggman.
Hello Sonic movie fans, my name is Chris right here. We finally got ourselves a nice juicy fat update on Sonic the Hedgehog 2. What we're going to be discussing here today, guys, is we have some character descriptions of people that'll be showing up in the second Sonic movie. People like Knuckles, along with some other brand new characters that we were not expecting that really kind of let us know what they're planning to do with this second Sonic film. So I'm going to need you Sonic heads to definitely give me your opinions down below on what you think of these character descriptions right here. What can you speculate? What can you theorize? How do you think all this stuff will play into the story? Don't hold back, get as nerdy and wild down there. I can handles it. But also don't be forgetting to hit that like button and smash and subscribe, okay? At least do me that favor. I brought in a new little pop to the lineup. Look at that Sonic flock with the nice little ringy fleems. It's a nice one. And also as a quick shameless plug, I won't spend too much time on this because I want to get to the juicy Sonic news right here. You guys know for some of my favorite up and coming movies, I like to make little t-shirts here so we can geek out and represent. And this is the shirt I came up with while we talk about everything for this blue boy. That is him popping out to hand you a gift card to the place that serves you endless breadsticks, okay? This is all inspired by how the Sonic movie just loved to advertise some Olive Garden in our face, so I definitely use that inspiration when making these shirts. I already ordered mine. You guys can go ahead and order yours in the description or in the pinned comment down below. Even the back of it tells us table for two. Alright, so this Sonic update is coming to us from the Illuminati, and if you guys have followed my channel, you know these guys are pretty reliable and end up on the money with a lot of things up and coming, so it's why I trust them. And they also seem to specialize on character descriptions for up and coming movies, and since this is exactly what they're providing us here is character descriptions of people in the Sonic movie 2, I for sure had to get a cringe intro ready so we could talk about this. So diving into some of the details they have provided for us, they say Knuckles the Red Echidna will indeed have a role in the second movie. Many assume that Knuckles may have a simple cameo appearance similar to Tails in the original. However, our sources have indicated that he will have a relevant role in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 that will be larger than a cameo. Right there, that shouldn't really be a surprise to us right here, especially if you've been following my channel, because I have a full playlist on everything Sonic Movie 2 just to get you caught up. And with the last update we did, we went ahead and took a look at the fake production names that the studio was using to make the Sonic movie, and it was hinting to Knuckles showing up. Not only do we know the working title for Sonic Movie 2 is Emerald Hill, which is a reference into the first level in the second Sonic video game, but aside from that working title, the fake production company that they're working under is named Red Energy Films. The first time around with the first movie, they were called Hedgehog Films. So with Red Energy, it's pretty obvious, just like Sonic has blue energy in his Sonic movie, we were going to be seeing a character with red energy, and that really only left us with one clue, and that is Knuckles the Red Echidna. So here we finally have our confirmation that it really does seem that Knuckles is showing up in the movie, but the real question is whether he'll be a friend or foe, and some more details here about how Knuckles will be portrayed in the movie could kind of hint towards that. So continuing on here with what they have to say. Additionally, Knuckles will stay true to his video game incarnation, as he will be able to glide as well as climb walls. They are currently casting an actor to voice Knuckles, and his personality was described to us as serious in nature, but still gullible at times. Okay, breaking that down piece by piece right here. One, pretty awesome that they're going to go ahead and give Knuckles his own unique abilities. That is what I'm loving with these writers and the director of the movie, Jeff Fowler, who are the returning team for this second Sonic movie. They proved to us that they really do understand the character and threw in a lot of Easter eggs that I was not expecting at all. Brought the Sonic movie to another level for me. And the fact that they're not just going to make these furry little creatures different colors, but all speedsters, but instead giving them their own abilities that they got from the video game is really pleasing as a fan right here. So we'll be seeing Knuckles glide around. I could already see Sonic teasing him about that, how he glides instead of flies. Probably a Toy Story reference in there somewhere. Falling with style. And of course also his ability to climb walls using his spikes right there. That's going to be funny to see, especially if we get a scene where Sonic is running up a wall and Tails is just... But then again, it looks like Sonic doesn't always like to run up walls, because I mean, who else thought when he got to San Francisco he'd run up that building instead of taking the elevator. Like, come on now. Probably the thing you guys are thinking about while I'm rambling on here is their description for what the voice actor should be like for Knuckles, and they have it as someone serious in nature but still gullible. Obviously, with the seriousness, we know we're gonna get someone who is gonna sound really tough, and that automatically, I bet there's already 30 comments in the comments section. Get Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Oh my god, can you guys get more creative? Next you're gonna tell me Tom Holland for Tails. But in all honesty, I would actually love those casting choices. I just don't want to get my hopes up. I think The Rock would be awesome, but I just think he is very expensive, so out of the pay range for this second Sonic movie, especially since they want to take this film off Earth and explore all these different worlds. That's gonna cost a lot of money, so I think we're gonna get someone recognizable but surprising, as in, oh, I didn't really think of them for Knuckles, but I'm sure that could work. A lot of other names you guys were throwing out there were people like John Cena, Dave Bautista, Keanu Reeves even. You know what? I would love Nicolas Cage as a Knuckles right there. I know he already did Spider-Man Noir, but I think he could also do Knuckles. But the part, aside from the seriousness, that is like, oh, this lets me know he is going to be a villain in this second Sonic movie, is where they go. He is still gullible at times. Now, gullible is the thing that made him the villain in the third Sonic video game, where he was manipulated by Dr. Robotnik into thinking that Sonic and Tails were evil, putting them against each other. And I think the exact same thing here is gonna happen, is Jim Carrey's Robotnik is gonna get to Knuckles first, talk to him about why Sonic and Tails are evil and why he should go after them and help him out. And because they describe him as gullible, he's gonna believe it and become a foe. I mean, even aside from that, Sonic already has a reason to hate his kind. They killed his Obi-Wan Kenobi, aka his mother, Longclaw. We is gonna be seeing some sort of Civil War showdown either way between these guys, but we know they'll eventually be friends, at least we hope. Before moving on to the other new characters that they're wanting to introduce here, one thing I want to address is all the time I get this in the comments section when I'm talking about Knuckles showing up in the second Sonic movie, is true Sonic fans get so mad and go, why is he showing up in the second film? He shows up in the third video game, so he should show up in the third movie. And really, I don't really think it has to work that way. They already introduced the echidnas in the first Sonic movie, and they already showed us a huge surprise with Tails in there, so of course they want to keep throwing in surprises, and they don't even know if they'll get a third movie made. I think they will, but what happens if the second movie bombs, and then we only get 2 Sonic movies, and they wanted to wait for Knuckles in the third one? Nah, I think it's good they bring him into the second film, and plus we've seen all the time, Hollywood does not always exactly adapt things the way they go. We've seen it with video games, comic books, even actual books. They change things up to fit the narrative of their story, and heck, this is one change I'm fine with. But okay, now moving on to some of the brand new characters that give us an idea of the plot and what is happening in the second Sonic movie. It's one thing I kind of figured they were going to do this right here. Reading the description from the article, the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 production is also casting a supporting character named Randall, who will only be interacting with human characters and specifically not Sonic. Okay, stopping right there, talking about this Randall character, I knew they were going to do something like this right here, because since, like I was talking about, that this movie was going to be taking some of our favorite characters off-world, but we'll travel to maybe that mushroom planet, or Donut Lord can look at the world that Sonic came from at Green Hill Zone. I really could not picture that the whole human cast of characters will be popping through that portal and we'd be following all of them. That is just too huge of a cast to be jumping world to world. So while I think Donut Lord, played by James Marsden, will be the only human character who actually jumps to different worlds with Sonic and Tails, his wife Maddie and maybe her sister and niece will be staying at home dealing with some other drama in the movie. Will be cutting back and forth from off-world to the human world, and Randall will most likely be interacting here with Maddie and the sister, probably some sort of FBI or CIA agent going like, I know you guys have a blue hedgehog, let me see that fool and let me experiment him. Because other than that, I don't see why they would describe a human character that specifically won't have any interactions with Sonic. Now, the other brand new character that I'm gonna need you diehard Sonic fans to really help me out with, they have it described as even more interesting, is that the production is also searching for an A-list human cameo to make an appearance in the movie. Names like Samuel Jackson and Chris were thrown around. However, the big name cameo is still up in the air at this time. What the heck could that even mean right there? Okay, so one, they want to bring in a super recognizable star to cameo in the Sonic movie. For what reason? who knows? I gotta believe it's not just a little fun cameo of like, oh look, Chris Rock, or oh, Samuel Jackson showed up. Isn't that awesome? I have to believe that this secret cameo and this secret character right here are sort of a Nick Fury situation where they're a planted seed for what will go down in Sonic 3 if they get around to making it. What I mean by that is I don't think there's gonna be sort of an Avengers Assemble situation, but just how vital Nick Fury's character was at the end of the first Iron Man to set up something more in the future, I think that's what this cameo character is, and really, I can't think of what human character would warrant that type of cameo. I could think of other animated furry creatures, like an Amy or a Silver to show up, but an actual human character, I am kind of stumped. Still, all this is sounding amazing. I really can't wait to watch this second Sonic movie right here. All these details got me pumped up and excited, but I really can't wait to read your guys' comments and opinions down below on what you think about this right here. Also, don't be forgetting to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, man. It would really mean the world to me if it could be the Christmas present you give to me. But also follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.